going on, y'all? Back with another video. In this video, I want to talk about how the selfish narcissist wants you to feel careless when you don't come through. When you turn them down for something they feel so entitled to because you got them so spoiled to having their way, they become very childlike, and not only they make those tantrums, but they pout. You're going to see them pout and just portray a very childish behavior that makes you, if it can, only if it can, it doesn't work on everybody because certain things just get old to people dealing with Narcs, but it will make you feel heartless and you will start to question yourself. And a lot of times you kind of give in to the Narc. That's what they want you to do. They want you to give in and feel guilty about not coming through for them after you've done it time and time again. They don't count the times that you have done so many favors for them, or just did anything nice for them. They don't count that. They get angry if you bring that up. But one of the things that stands out the most about a narc is they love to throw up what they have done for you. But let you bring up what you've done for them and watch the responses like, I know that already. Or they may say, well, I didn't ask you to do that for me. You did that on your own. And it's like, well, I didn't ask you to do anything for me when you were love bombing and everything. You did that on your own, and you had different intentions from me. I was doing it to make things easier for you because I genuinely care for you. Narcissists don't do anything genuinely. They do it with hidden intentions of getting something in return. So it's like it's a automatic I owe you when they do something for you. And that even stands for the love bombing stage. So the thing about it is, you know, once they know they got that kind of power over you to make you feel a way, they're gonna always use that. So it's like when you have spoiled the narcissist, plenty times, and the one time that you just can't be available for them, they're not gonna let you forget that. And it's like you kind of become, you're kind of like an enabler when you spoil them and you feel like you just can't tell them no. You really become an enabler, and a lot of us are probably guilty of that. We become enablers of narcissists, and we can't turn them down even when we just don't have it in us to give. But the narc make you feel so guilty till you do it anyway. And that's not a good way to be with anybody. Sometimes you have to put yourself first. That's not being selfish, even though they want you to think you're being selfish. There's nothing wrong with putting yourself first. There's nothing wrong with putting yourself first and telling people no. Sometimes you have to tell people no, especially when you're feeling drained. Because with dealing with narcs, it's never enough to them. It's like they're constantly moving the goalposts because they're never satisfied with where they're at. It's like they just got to move a little bit closer. And even when they move a little bit closer, they still got to go a little bit higher. And then they got to go around. Then they got to go back and forth a little. It's just like they never really satisfied. They'll have you zigzagging all over the place until you are dizzy. You just get drained. They will take everything out of you, to get what they want. And they're still never satisfied. So don't allow the narc to make you, don't let the narc make you feel like you're heartless when you finally turn them down. You're actually going to feel like a weight has been lifted off of you. I mean, and you may not be thinking that, but you will start to feel like, okay, like you got that off your chest. Something you probably always wanted to say, but it's not in your heart to say it. But again, it's not heartless to tell somebody no, you know. And what they do is start to do this self-pity and feeling sorry for themselves and saying things to you like, God brought me a long way and he didn't bring me this far to leave me, and I got it. God keep telling me you got it. You don't need nobody but me. And just throw subliminals, especially when you live in a house with a narc. Oh, Lord. They go on and on and on preaching the scriptures when, when it fits the current situation for them. They want to stick it to you and make you feel like you're heartless. They want you to feel bad because you finally told them no. So, that was just the whole purpose of this video, just to tell y'all, don't let the narc make you feel heartless when you turn them down. Because we're so used to telling them yeah and giving them what they want. It's just like they gonna use that to their advantage, and there's no cease. So, don't feel bad about it. Another thing I want to talk about is how the narcissist uses, your kindness for weakness. I've noticed how some narcissists, how they do this during the ideation stage. They do this thing to where they try to mesmerize you or hypnotize you by doing something that stimulates you to feel comfortable and at ease. They may want to give you a massage. Like, you just have to be careful with people, period. Be careful with those who you let just touch you. Even when people just, sometimes people walk by you and they like to just touch. And see me, I don't like that. I never did like that. Like, don't just feel like you can just touch me. Like, no. And I don't care how kind-hearted a person is or whatever. You don't owe anybody a hug. Like when people say, no, come here, I'm a hugger and stuff, like, don't force a hug out of me or on me. Don't do that. That's a quick way to get on my bad side. I'm very, like, I'm a sensitive person. But like I say, my sensitivity can be described and defined in so many ways. Like, I'm sensitive, like, like, your heart is sensitive. Your feelings get hurt easy. You're sensitive to touch. You're sensitive because you have a soft space in your heart for so many people. You're sensitive to seeing other people hurt, and you want to speak up about it, or take up for them. Come to their rescue. You're sensitive when you're aggravated and you want to hurt somebody. Like, you know, they really bring it out you. They bring their different character out you because they keep aggravating you. Like, I'm sensitive to being just agitated. When I get so agitated, I might just blow up on you. Like, I could be super quiet in one moment. Well, I'm always quiet. And then when I'm just so agitated, I just blow up. Like, I get super sensitive with it. Like, you can be sensitive at a lot of things, but being sensitive does not mean you're weak. I hate when people really define sensitivity as weak. Narcissists love to use that against you and think if they can caress you and rub on you, feel on you, and do things to you that moves you, they get a response out of you that shows weakness. Now they can make their move. That is highly mistaken amongst people, let alone a narc. So, you know, pay attention to the signs of people who always want to touch you, or, it's like they're not really trying to make you feel better. If anything, they get the pleasure out of it. Narcs are disgusting. They're very disgusting. They have a lot of just nasty people in the world. They just want to touch you for different reasons. But the narcissist is very highly sexual, and they will use any moment as an opportunity to just get off, even just rubbing you. But anyway, that's all I want to talk about in this video. How narcs want you to feel, cold-hearted when you finally turn them down.